The Nintendo Switch 2 is just around the corner, but before we move on to the next generation, there are some must-play games you need to experience. Whether it's Nintendo classics, epic RPGs, or hidden gems, these games define what made the Switch one of the best consoles of all time. Before we say goodbye to this legendary era, here are the top 50 Nintendo Switch games you need to play before Switch 2. Let's get started. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. If there's one game that has been a constant favorite throughout the Switch's lifespan, it's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. With tight controls, beautiful tracks, and a massive character roster, it remains the best-selling game on the Switch for good reason. Over the years, Nintendo has added new tracks, keeping the game fresh even after all this time. With Mario Kart 9 likely arriving on Switch 2, now is the perfect time to enjoy the ultimate version of Mario Kart before the next evolution of the series. Kirby and the Forgotten Land brought the pink puffball into the world of 3D platforming for the first time, and it was a huge success. This game offers charming, colorful levels filled with hidden secrets, creative abilities, and adorable enemies. The mouthful mode mechanic lets Kirby transform in hilarious and fun ways, adding a new layer of creativity to the gameplay. If you haven't played this yet, now is the time, because Kirby's 3D future on Switch 2 could be even bigger. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 is a masterpiece of storytelling, world building, and real-time combat. It brings together expansive open-world exploration, deep RPG mechanics, and an emotional story that will keep you hooked for dozens of hours. The Switch 2 may bring new advancements, but the massive scope of Xenoblade Chronicles 3 proves just how much power is still in the original Switch. If you're looking for a deep, epic RPG to experience before moving on, this is the one. Super Mario Odyssey. There's no doubt that Super Mario Odyssey is one of the best 3D platformers ever made. With brilliant level design, creative mechanics, and Cappy's unique abilities, every kingdom feels fresh, fun, and rewarding to explore. From possessing enemies to platforming challenges, Odyssey offers endless ways to play. With rumors of a new Mario game on Switch 2, now is the perfect time to experience this beloved adventure before the next big evolution in the Mario series. Persona 5 Royal is an incredible turn-based RPG with a stylish art direction, unforgettable characters, and deep storytelling. You play as a high school student living a double life as a phantom thief, stealing the hearts of corrupt individuals. The blend of dungeon crawling, social simulation, and gripping narrative makes it one of the best RPGs on the Switch. If you haven't played this modern classic yet, don't miss your chance before Switch 2 takes center stage.
I'll break them. That should do.
Persona! Sondrion! All enemies are down. Thank Violet! They're done for!
Red Dead Redemption. For years, fans never expected Red Dead Redemption to run on the Nintendo Switch, but it arrived in full force, offering one of the best open-world experiences on the platform. The deep storytelling, atmospheric Wild West setting, and satisfying gunplay make it a must-play, even years after its original release. If you love immersive narratives and open-world exploration, this is one game that deserves a playthrough before moving on to next-gen consoles.
There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarland.
I picked out a fine horse for you. Let's make a tour of the ranch so you can get your bearings.
NieR Automata, the End of Yora Edition. NieR Automata delivers a beautiful mix of action, storytelling, and philosophy, wrapped in fast-paced combat and breathtaking music. You play as 2B, an android warrior fighting against mysterious machines in a post-apocalyptic world. With multiple endings, fluid combat, and an emotional story, this game is an unforgettable experience. If you haven't dived into this deep and mysterious world, now is the time, before Switch 2's RPG lineup takes over. Path of the Teal Lotus is one of the most visually stunning indie games coming to Switch, blending Japanese folklore, smooth platforming, and hand-drawn visuals. The flowing movement, Metroidvania-style exploration, and combat mechanics make this one of the most anticipated indie titles before the Switch's generation ends. If you're looking for a unique platforming experience with an artistic touch, this is a game you can't afford to miss. Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection. Marvel vs. Capcom is one of the most beloved fighting game franchises, and this collection brings together some of the best arcade-style brawlers of all time. With a massive roster of characters, fast-paced tag team combat, and online multiplayer, this is the ultimate fighting game experience on Switch. If you're a fan of classic arcade action, crossover battles, and intense competition, this is one of the best fighting games to pick up before the Switch 2 era begins. Ori and the Will of the Wisps, a breathtakingly beautiful platformer with emotional storytelling and fluid gameplay. The fast, acrobatic movement, stunning hand-painted visuals, and emotional soundtrack create an unforgettable experience. Whether you're navigating challenging platforming sections or engaging in heartfelt moments, this game is an absolute must-play before moving on to the next-gen Switch. Super Mario Party Jamboree. The Mario Party series is always a blast, but Super Mario Party Jamboree takes it to another level with tons of new mini-games, fresh boards, and multiplayer fun. Whether you're competing against friends in chaotic challenges or working together in co-op modes, this game brings endless fun to the table. The classic board game style, combined with new mechanics, keeps every session exciting. If you love party games, this is the perfect title to enjoy before the next-gen Nintendo console arrives. Unicorn Overlord blends classic tactical RPG gameplay with deep kingdom management, creating a rich and immersive strategy experience. Developed by Vanillaware, the game features beautiful hand-drawn visuals, complex battles, and engaging character progression. Whether you're a fan of Fire Emblem-style tactics or grand strategy games, this title offers a deep and rewarding adventure that you'll want to experience before Switch 2 brings in the next wave of RPGs.
Does this suit you?
Witness the royal blade!
I am your shield. Behold my might!
I trust you!
Mario & Luigi, Brothership. The Mario & Luigi RPG series makes a glorious return with Brothership, bringing back charming humor, turn-based combat, and exciting exploration. In this game, you'll guide the iconic plumber duo through quirky adventures, solving puzzles, and engaging in dynamic battles. The witty dialogue and engaging combat system make this an essential RPG for any Nintendo fan. With Switch 2 on the horizon, this might be the last great Mario RPG on the current console, so don't miss out.
Oh yeah.
Kingdom Come: Deliverance. For fans of realistic open-world RPGs, Kingdom Come. Deliverance offers an authentic medieval experience, complete with historical accuracy, deep combat mechanics, and immersive storytelling. You'll play as a young blacksmith caught in the chaos of a civil war, where every decision shapes your destiny. The game's challenging swordplay, deep quests, and detailed world make it one of the most ambitious RPGs on the Switch. If you love open-world games, this is a must-play before the next console generation. Eiyuden Chronicle: 100 Heroes. Created by the developers of Suikoden, Eiyuden Chronicle. 100 Heroes is a love letter to classic JRPGs, featuring gorgeous 2D HD visuals, turn-based combat, and a massive roster of characters to recruit. The game's rich storytelling, strategic battles, and deep world building make it one of the best RPGs on the Switch. If you're a fan of Final Fantasy, Octopath Traveler, or Suikoden, this is a must-play before the Switch 2 takes over. The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Breath of the Wild redefined open-world exploration, and Tears of the Kingdom takes it even further with new abilities, sky islands, and an even richer world to explore. The fuse and Ultra Hand mechanics add limitless creativity, allowing players to craft unique weapons and structures. If you haven't yet experienced Link's latest adventure, this is the perfect time to do so, before Nintendo's next console introduces an entirely new Zelda experience. Animal Crossing. New Horizons is the ultimate cozy life simulation game, offering endless creativity and relaxation. You start with a deserted island and gradually build it into a thriving paradise, decorating your home, crafting furniture, and befriending adorable villagers. With seasonal events, real-time weather, and multiplayer features, every day brings something new. Whether you're fishing, catching bugs, or designing your dream island, the charm never fades. Its soothing music and stress-free gameplay make it a must-play before the Switch 2 arrives. Bayonetta 3. For fans of fast-paced action, Bayonetta 3 delivers over-the-top combat, insane set pieces, and stylish combos that make every battle feel cinematic and exhilarating. You play as the legendary Umbra Witch, battling against massive foes with powerful magic and acrobatic attacks. If you love hack-and-slash action games like Devil May Cry, Bayonetta 3 is a must-play before the Switch 2 arrives, as there's no telling when we'll get another Platinum Games masterpiece. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Vengeance brings a refined version of one of the best JRPGs on the Switch, featuring new story paths, enhanced gameplay mechanics, and deeper demon fusion. If you love dark, mature RPGs with deep turn-based combat and a gripping narrative, this game is an essential experience. With Switch 2 on the way, this could be the last major Atlas RPG on the current console, so make sure to experience it before moving on to the next-gen era. Splatoon 3, the ultimate multiplayer shooter on the Switch. With fast-paced ink battles, fresh new weapons, and fun co-op modes, this game is a blast to play with friends. The constant updates, engaging ranked matches, and unique gameplay mechanics make it a must-play before Switch 2 arrives. Whether you're a competitive player or just enjoy casual fun, Splatoon 3 is the perfect game to dive into before Nintendo brings its next big online shooter to the new console. Luigi's Mansion 3 is one of the most charming and visually stunning games on the Switch. You take control of Luigi, who must navigate a haunted hotel filled with clever puzzles, spooky ghosts, and hilarious physics-based interactions. Armed with his poltergust vacuum, Luigi explores beautifully designed floors, each with its own unique theme and challenges. With co-op multiplayer and a fantastic story mode, this game is a must-play before moving on to the next-gen Nintendo console. Pokemon Legends. Arceus completely reinvented the Pokemon formula, offering open-world exploration, seamless catching mechanics, and dynamic battles. Set in the ancient Hisui region, this game lets players research Pokemon in the wild, complete missions, and uncover the origins of Sinnoh. The freedom to explore and catch Pokemon in real time is refreshing, and could influence future Pokemon titles on Switch 2. If you haven't played this bold evolution of the franchise, now is the time. Super Mario Bros. Wonder is a revolutionary take on the 2D Mario formula, bringing gorgeous animations, creative levels, and wild new mechanics to the franchise. The Wonder Flowers completely change gameplay, leading to unexpected and exciting twists in every stage. With a fantastic multiplayer mode, endless secrets, and some of the best level designs in Mario history, this game is a must-play before we see what's next for Mario on Switch 2.
Tá perfeita pra uma soneca, né? Ah, não!
Blasphemous 2. If you love challenging action platformers, Blasphemous 2 is an absolute masterpiece. This Metroidvania-style game features brutal combat, deep lore, and beautifully grotesque pixel art. You'll battle horrifying enemies, explore gothic landscapes, and uncover a dark, intricate story inspired by religious iconography and Spanish culture. If you enjoy Souls-like difficulty mixed with deep exploration, this game is a must-play before diving into next-gen experiences. Monster Hunter Rise is one of the most thrilling action RPGs on the Switch, bringing fast-paced combat, massive monsters, and cooperative multiplayer action to a feudal Japan-inspired setting. The wirebug mechanic adds vertical movement and new combat strategies, making this one of the smoothest and most accessible Monster Hunter games yet. Whether you play solo or online with friends, this game offers hundreds of hours of monster hunting fun, making it essential before Switch 2 arrives. Pikmin 4. If you've never played a Pikmin game, Pikmin 4 is the best place to start. This adorable and strategic real-time puzzle adventure lets you command tiny plant-like creatures, solve environmental puzzles, and battle strange creatures. The addition of Ochi, the helpful rescue pup, makes exploration even more fun. The game's relaxing yet engaging gameplay and beautiful environments make it one of the best games to play before jumping into the next generation of Nintendo consoles. Super Mario Maker 2 isn't just a game, it's an endless Mario experience. With millions of player-created levels, it offers unlimited platforming challenges, whether you want classic Mario gameplay or mind-bending puzzle courses. The game's story mode, co-op features, and online sharing options make it one of the most creative games on the Switch. If you love Mario and level design, this is a game that will keep you entertained long after Switch 2 launches. Dragon Quest XI. S. Echoes of an Elusive Age. Dragon Quest XI-S is one of the greatest RPGs ever made, blending classic turn-based combat, a heartwarming story, and stunning visuals. The Switch version offers enhanced graphics, orchestral music, and a 2D mode for a retro experience. With a massive world, lovable characters, and deep RPG mechanics, this is the perfect game to experience before moving on to the next era of gaming. If you're an RPG fan, don't miss this masterpiece. Astral Chain is an underrated gem from Platinum Games, offering high-speed combat, stylish visuals, and a unique dual-character battle system. You play as a cyber police officer who controls a powerful chained legion companion, using it to fight off interdimensional threats. The fluid combat, detective segments, and sci-fi story make this game a must-play for action fans. If you love fast-paced, stylish action games, this one should be at the top of your list before Switch 2 arrives. Live Alive, a brilliant HD 2D remake of a lost RPG classic. This game offers multiple storylines across different time periods, from prehistoric times to the distant future, each with its own gameplay style and unique combat mechanics. The turn-based battle system, beautiful HD 2D visuals, and innovative storytelling make this a must-play for RPG lovers. If you want one last amazing RPG to experience on the Switch, Live Alive is the perfect send-off before the next generation. The Legend of Zelda, Skyward Sword HD. Skyward Sword HD brings one of the most unique Zelda experiences to the Switch, featuring a beautifully reimagined world with enhanced controls. This game tells the origin story of the Master Sword, with an emotional narrative that adds depth to the Zelda timeline. The motion-based combat and intricate dungeons make it a must-play for any Zelda fan. If you haven't experienced this legendary adventure, now is the time before we see what Zelda's future holds on Switch 2. Fire Emblem Engage. If you love turn-based strategy games, Fire Emblem Engage is one of the best the Switch has to offer. This game revamps tactical combat with stunning visuals, deep unit customization, and engaging storylines. The Emblem Ring system, which lets you summon heroes from past Fire Emblem games, adds a fantastic twist to battles. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, this strategy masterpiece is a game you should experience before moving on to the next-gen Nintendo console.
Dream well.
As your steward.
Donkey Kong Country. Tropical Freeze is one of the best 2D platformers ever made, offering tight controls, challenging levels, and stunning level design. The game's smooth platforming, creative enemy encounters, and co-op mode make it a must-play for fans of classic platforming action. The Switch version includes Funky Kong mode, adding a more accessible way to experience the game. If you love precision platforming with vibrant visuals, this is one game you can't miss. Metroid Prime Remastered. This remastered classic brings one of the greatest first-person adventure games of all time to the Switch. Metroid Prime Remastered offers gorgeous HD visuals, refined controls, and atmospheric exploration like no other. You'll guide Samus Aran through a mysterious alien world, solving puzzles, scanning environments, and battling enemies. If you've never experienced this masterpiece, now is the perfect time to do so before Switch 2 potentially brings a sequel. Celeste is one of the most beautifully designed platformers ever made, combining tight controls, emotional storytelling, and stunning pixel art. You play as Madeline, climbing a treacherous mountain while battling inner struggles. The game's challenging yet rewarding gameplay makes every level a true test of skill, while its touching narrative keeps players emotionally invested. If you love precision platformers with deep storytelling, this is a must-play before moving to the next-gen Switch. A short hike. Sometimes you just want to relax and explore, and a short hike offers exactly that. You play as Claire, a young bird exploring a beautiful mountain park where you can climb, glide, and interact with charming NPCs. The game's whimsical art style, soothing soundtrack, and laid-back exploration make it one of the most heartwarming games on the Switch. Before you dive into more big-budget titles on Switch 2, take a peaceful break with this unforgettable indie gem. The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. This adorable remake of a Game Boy classic is one of the most charming Zelda games ever made. Link's Awakening brings vibrant, toy-like visuals, classic dungeons, and a unique dreamlike story. The puzzle-filled world, memorable characters, and nostalgic gameplay make it a must-play for any Zelda fan. If you're looking for a relaxed yet deeply rewarding adventure, this game deserves a spot on your must-play list before the next Zelda era begins. Sea of Stars. If you're a fan of classic turn-based RPGs, Sea of Stars is an absolute masterpiece. Inspired by Chrono Trigger, this game features beautiful pixel art, deep combat mechanics, and an emotional story. The timed hit battle system and rich world building make it one of the best RPGs to experience on the Switch. If you haven't played it yet, now is the time, before Switch 2 introduces the next wave of epic RPGs. Doom Eternal. For those who love fast-paced, adrenaline-pumping action, Doom Eternal is a must-play FPS on the Switch. This game delivers insanely fluid combat, aggressive enemies, and non-stop action, proving that the Switch can handle high-performance shooters. The Switch version runs surprisingly well, bringing the chaotic energy of Doom to a handheld system. If you love high-octane action games, this is a must-experience title before moving into next-gen gaming. Dragon Quest Builders 2, a perfect blend of RPG adventure and creative sandbox building. You'll gather resources, construct massive towns, and take on enemies in action-packed combat. The co-op mode allows you to build and explore with friends, making this one of the most relaxing yet addictive RPGs on the Switch. If you enjoy games like Minecraft, but want a deeper story and engaging RPG mechanics, this is the perfect game to play before the Switch 2 arrives. Super Mario RPG. Before heading into the next generation of Nintendo gaming, why not revisit one of Mario's best RPGs ever? Super Mario RPG is a charming, turn-based adventure packed with quirky characters, fun combat, and gorgeous HD visuals in its Switch remake. The game perfectly blends platforming elements with classic RPG mechanics, creating a unique and memorable experience. If you love lighthearted, story-driven adventures, this is one game you don't want to miss before Switch 2 arrives. Fire Emblem Three Houses is one of the best tactical RPGs on the Switch, offering a deep, choice-driven story where your decisions shape the fate of an entire war-torn continent. The game's engaging turn-based combat, strategic unit management, and compelling characters make it a must-play for strategy fans. If you love rich storytelling and tactical depth, this game will keep you engaged for dozens of hours before diving into the Switch 2 era.
Sufficient. The better to serve His Highness. Weak.
Animal Well. If you're looking for a unique indie experience, Animal Well is a beautifully mysterious puzzle platformer with stunning pixel art and a haunting atmosphere. The game encourages exploration and discovery, rewarding players who experiment and think outside the box. Every area is packed with secrets, environmental puzzles, and eerie surprises. If you love Metroidvania-style games with a focus on mystery and ambiance, this is entitled to experience before the next generation of indies arrives. The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, a Zelda game where you play as Zelda herself. Echoes of Wisdom is one of the most anticipated upcoming titles on the Switch, and with its fresh take on the Zelda formula, it's a must-play before moving on to Switch 2. Featuring a unique puzzle-based gameplay system where Zelda creates and manipulates objects, this game promises to deliver an innovative experience unlike any previous Zelda title. If you're a fan of creative mechanics and adventure, this one's for you. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. No game defines Nintendo's all-star lineup like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. With over 80 fighters, hundreds of stages, and a limitless amount of multiplayer fun, this game is the ultimate celebration of gaming itself. Whether you play competitively online or just want to smash your friends in local battles, Smash Ultimate is one of the best multiplayer games ever made. Who knows what the future holds for Smash on Switch 2, so make sure to enjoy this masterpiece before moving on. Octopath Traveler 2. If you love classic turn-based RPGs, Octopath Traveler 2 is one of the best modern entries in the genre, featuring gorgeous HD 2D visuals, a unique multiple character narrative, and deep combat mechanics. This game builds upon everything that made the original a success. Each character has their own distinct story arc, making the adventure feel fresh and unpredictable. If you enjoy JRPGs with strategic battles and emotional storytelling, this is a must-play before the next wave of RPGs on Switch 2.
It's my turn.
What's our plan of attack? My spear shall strike through!
My turn. You've been exposed.
The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt. If you're looking for a massive open world RPG to sink hours into, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is one of the best experiences available on the Switch. As Geralt of Rivia, you'll explore a breathtaking fantasy world, hunt down monsters, and make difficult moral choices that shape the story. Despite being a huge A-rate game, the Switch port runs surprisingly well, letting you take this award-winning adventure on the go. If you love rich storytelling and deep gameplay, don't skip this masterpiece.
Wrong. Now I see why you were so eager to practice. Strike.
Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury gives you two fantastic platforming experiences in one package. The main game is a brilliant multiplayer-friendly 3D Mario adventure, featuring tight controls and creative level design. Meanwhile, Bowser's Fury offers a unique open-ended Mario experience, blending sandbox gameplay with exciting challenges. If you're a Mario fan, this game is the perfect way to celebrate the Switch's golden years before the next big Mario title arrives. Paper Mario: The Thousand-Year Door. One of the most beloved RPGs in Nintendo history has returned with a stunning remake on the Switch. The Thousand-Year Door is packed with witty humor, a heartwarming story, and some of the best turn-based combat in the series. The updated visuals and quality of life improvements make this the definitive way to experience this classic. If you love fun, charming RPGs, don't miss your chance to play this before the next evolution of Paper Mario on Switch 2. The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, the game that redefined open-world exploration. With limitless freedom, breathtaking landscapes, and endless discoveries, this game set a new standard for adventure games. Even after Tears of the Kingdom, BOTW remains a magical experience that every gamer should play at least once. Before moving on to whatever Zelda has in store for Switch 2, you need to experience this masterpiece one last time. And that's our list of the top 50 Nintendo Switch games you need to play before Switch 2. Which game is your favorite? Did we miss any? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more Nintendo Switch content. Thanks for watching.